Good mid-afternoon, everybody. This is the Mid Afternoon Show, and I am your co-host, Michael O'Leary, joined with your other co-host, Chris Pinola.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. What you been up to since the last episode?
Nothing much, really. I mean, considering it was about like a week ago that we filmed it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I feel like time's moving on from the Thanksgiving season onto the Christmas season. Hence, kind of the theme of our episode, since we're on episode 4 now, right?
Yes. So this is the holiday episode of the Mid Afternoon Show. It's funny enough because our first episode of the Mid Afternoon Show was supposed to happen, was it last Christmas?
About a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago, and it was supposed to be Christmas themed, but it got canceled, and we had to move it up, was it, a few months?
Mm-hmm.
But how do you feel about it being on a more tight schedule?
I'm liking it. I mean, consistency is key with this type of thing, I feel like. And I feel like now that we've got a firm grip on like what we actually want to make out of this show, it's starting to be more, I don't know, fun, I guess. And hopefully better quality than what we were able to put out before. But, yeah.
I hope so. Well, I think it might be time to spin the wheel for the first time this episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'll do the honors. Holiday cheer. New Year's.
Oh, New Year's. Okay.
All right. So, what do you usually do for New Year's?
New Year's, in all honesty, not much. It's, I mean, you know, sometimes I'll watch the ball drop, but I'm not really doing much on New Year's. I mean, maybe we'll have some people over. I'm mainly talking about New Year's Eve now that I realize it, but like it's the same applies for New Year's, if even less. We don't usually treat it as like a huge holiday. Because, you know, Christmas just happened, so we're all like holidayed out right then, or at least that's the way I feel. But
Same here. Well, funny enough, my older sister, her birthday falls on New Year's Eve.
Really?
So we always just like celebrate it then, stay up till the ball drop, and then after the ball drops, I drop on my bed and go to sleep.
Yeah,
but
I feel that.
Aren't we having a Christmas party on New Year's Eve this year?
Oh, is it on New Year's Eve?
I think so.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
So we'll be able to have some fun.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I don't know what we got planned for that. I think just Secret Santa, open some gifts, sing some sing-alongs.
Some carols, if you may.
And then watch some probably Rankin Bass films.
Yeah, which is actually one of our topics on here. I hope we get that.
It is. Where is that? It's like right there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I wonder if we'll get it.
Yeah.
Early happy birthday to my sister, since I brought up that her birthday's on the 21st. Happy birthday, Madeline. She'll be turning 21. Wow. All right. Do you want to spin the wheel again?
Sure. Let's keep it going. Rapid fire.
Wee. Let's see. Miguel O'Hara.
Oh, bobblehead.
Poppin'. Favorite Christmas song?
Okay.
That's a good topic.
Yeah. I feel like we could go on for a while about this. You can start.
Okay. I don't know. Because there's just so many good Christmas songs, and there's so many bad Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Which it's favorite, so I'm not going to touch on the bad ones. Coming to mind, honestly, some of Frank Sinatra's songs like Silent Night, those are always some good ones. Andy Williams is really good. I love his rendition of Favorite Things, that's a good one. First Noel, it's a good one. Kind of unpopular opinion, I really like Paul McCartney's, what is it called? Wonderful Christmas Time. I guess a lot of people don't like it.
How does that go? Like,
simply have a wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. And maybe one more. I like the Grinch song.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Agreed.
I'm a big fan of the Grinch, actually.
The Grinch, like right here.
The Grinch, yes, there he is. Whoa, how do you get there?
And you got Max right here.
Yep.
Woo.
Oh, hey, Max.
I don't know if that's, that's getting the camera. There we go. So I'll go on to you. What are your favorite Christmas songs?
Yeah, it's nice that you actually brought up Frank Sinatra because he's actually, I'm a big fan of his, especially around the Christmas season because I feel like that's when a lot of people actually listen to him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he does a lot of great pieces. But even moving aside from that, just going to like my favorite Christmas songs in general, like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. That's a good one. Personal favorite.
Forgot about that one.
But moving on to like other artists like Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of them.
Just thinking about them.
They have this one song called A Mad Russian's Christmas.
And I think I've heard of that one.
It's really good. It's like a It's like a roller coaster of a Christmas song, if you could think of that. I'm a big fan of that.
I like their magnum opus. Is it called Carol of the Bells? That's what
I
it's
think
called,
so.
right?
Yeah, it's got a couple different names, but I think that's the like main one.
And then like, was it Wizards in Winter? Is that what it's called?
That's a pretty popular one also, yeah.
I like that one as well. Yeah. What other ones you like?
You brought up The Grinch. That's another good one. Usually it's a very fitting song for the movie. I mean, I'm a big fan of the movie also.
Which Grinch movie is your favorite? Speaking of it.
Probably, I mean, you can't go wrong with the original. I don't know if I could say a favorite, but like actually I probably do have a favorite. In all honesty, it's probably the Jim Carrey one, the live action. One. But if I were to rank them, it'd be like the live action. Actually, I'd probably put the live action and like the original like on the same tier.
Same here.
And I don't hate the Illumination one, like the most recent one. But it's not my favorite.
It's just like the nostalgia of the first one, and even like the Jim Carrey one to a degree.
Yeah, I mean, that is still pretty old at this point.
Yeah, it's been around since like we were kids. Yeah.
But I would just put that, like, speaking of the Illumination one, like just below it. Like, I don't hate it, but I probably wouldn't watch it as much as the other ones.
Yeah, doesn't got that Christmas cheer to it.
Yeah.
All right, well, are we good with this topic?
Yeah.
All right, time to roll the next one. Let's see. Best Rankin Bass film. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Chris, do you want to inform our audience in case they're not aware of what the Rankin Bass productions are?
Yeah, Rankin Bass, if we're saying that right, is basically the people who made like those like stop motion original Christmas films like Rudolph, Santa Claus Coming to Town, all those like stop motion. I think they came out in like the 60s.
They were like 60s, yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Something like that.
But yeah, they made a lot of good ones, and a lot of people think not a couple of boring ones too. But we're gonna touch on some of our favorites though.
Yeah, me personally, it's just the generic one. I really like the original Rudolph one. I think that one.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
And also A Year Without a Santa Claus.
I was actually gonna say that's my personal favorite.
Well, they're both like really good films, and especially like when you sit down for like Christmas films, like Rankin Bass and like even the Peanut specials. They're not that long. They're like what, an hour at tops?
Yeah. They're like, not super long. Just like little mini movies.
Yeah, I really like those with the movies. Like, you can just sit down and watch a few and not get bored.
Yeah. Now, this kind of goes back to like the previous topic about songs, but part of the reason why I do like A Year Without a Santa Claus so much is like the inclusion of Snow Miser and Heat Miser. Yeah. You can't go wrong with like, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, I'm Mr. Sun, or something like that.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. Wait, I feel like we're messing up these lyrics.
Yeah, I was originally trying to sing Snow Miser, but then Heat Miser came out. But
don't you
whatever.
Have a pair of Heat Miser and Snow Miser socks?
I probably do, but I don't remember if I do. You're probably thinking of something else. But
maybe, because I remember we were at Newberry Comics maybe like 2 years ago, and I remember I was going to buy them, and then like I decided not to, and I think you might have bought them. I forget. I
don't think I did, because I have a lot of different like themed socks, but I'm pretty sure I don't have Rankin.
Because the reason I thought of that is because I think last week I was at Newberry Comics with some people, and I think I remember seeing those socks and like, does Chris have these? I forget.
Well, now that you say that, I probably got to get myself a pair.
I think I got it. We should get 2 pairs. Like, since it's got Heat Miser and it's got Snow Miser on one pair, we should have like one where it's like 2 Snow Miser socks and one has 2 Heat Miser socks. So like we can just have it matching.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be down for that.
Seems like a good idea.
Do you have any other Rankin Bass films in mind?
Oh, let's see. I was thinking about one, but it literally just slipped my mind. Oh, gosh. No, I mean, I think I'm good. Is
it in The Year Without a Santa Claus? Since like, don't they have like a timeline to them?
I'm not sure.
I feel like there's like some that like happen. I don't know. I remember because one of our friends is really, he really likes the Rankin Bass films, and he's talking about it like one night. I think it was last year. He's like saying how there's like a whole universe to it, but my brain did not follow.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Maybe the post-Christmas episode.
Maybe. Do you want to spin the wheel for all set?
Sure. Let's see what's next. And
favorite holiday memory.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, you want to start us off with that one?
Sure. I mean, going back, like Christmas memory, I feel like I can remember going back to when I was younger, probably, I think it was in like 2017 or something. I remember just, this is probably isn't the best, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But one of the most memorable Christmas like morning experiences I can remember is when Christmas morning when I got my Nintendo Switch. I don't know why. It was just like, it was very memorable to me, and I was like, oh wow, this is really cool.
That's cool.
So,
I remember, I cannot put a year on it. I want to say maybe 2009, 2010, that is my guess. I remember, I think if it's 2010, I was like 5 years old. I remember going down for Christmas. I remember there's this, like, with all my tree and like my family room, I think it's my living room, I forget. I always confuse the two names. Since I have a family room and I have a living room, I'm not sure which goes which. But it's one of those rooms. But we had our tree there, and we had like all of our presents, me and my sister, like underneath the tree. I have like green wrapping paper, hers has red, so it's easier to like differentiate whose is whose. And I remember there's this like weird box with like red cloth on it. And like we couldn't do anything until like afterwards. We can't open it until afterwards. It was just there. So we're like opening up our gifts, and then we eventually got to this weird box. And I was confused. And I think it was like my mom, she like took it off, and there's just a dog in there.
oh,
And I was like, oh, that's a dog. And I remember we opened up the crate. It was my old dog, Rosie. She was a Bichon Frise. And I remember she like went around to everyone, and then she like sniffed me, and then she like almost knocked me over. She like jumped up right on me. She was like a very small puppy. She was like, I don't know, like this big at this point. She was puny, but she just chose me at that point. It was really weird. But
that sounds nice though.
yeah, whenever I think of Christmas, I just think of that. It was fun.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
But other than that, I honestly cannot think of other Christmas memories.
I do have like reoccurring memories from like when I was a kid. I just remember like at times of being happy, just because on a lot of Christmas Eves, well, before my grandmother moved to Florida a few years ago, we used to always go to her house on Christmas Eve, and it was just always just a fun, nice time, seeing family, eating dinner. But it was just nice. But
yeah, I remember. I think there's one time I went over to one of my aunt's house. I was like maybe like 12, maybe like 7 at this time, and we had. One of my older cousins had a Santa tracker, and she was like saying how, oh, Santa's in like, I don't know where it was. I think he was in like Ireland at the time. And then I remember going up to my mom. My mom was like, Mom, I gotta get home. If I'm not asleep, Santa's not gonna leave the toys,
he's gonna miss you.
all the presents, and he's not gonna eat the cookies. And I was like actually panicking. And I just remember every year we left out like the cookies, the milk, and some reindeer food. And I just always remember having the feeling like not being able to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's a very common theme among, or at least I remember back when I was younger.
Yeah, I always remember trying to tire myself. This was before I knew what melatonin was, and I don't think my parents wanted to give me melatonin at this point, so I was just like suffering. I was like, can I go to sleep yet? I was like laying there for 2 hours.
I remember I'd always have Christmas dreams. Like I would always dream about like something Christmas related on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I can't remember any of them off the top of my head, but I think that sounds familiar. All right.
Good times.
Well, do you have anything else to add?
I think that's it.
All right, time to roll. I want to give it a bigger one, but I remember we have objects here. Favorite holiday memory. We just did that one.
Yeah. Looks like we're going.
Black Friday.
Oh, yeah, there we
go. So Black Friday. I know we didn't do it this year, but the last 2 years, Chris and I, we went to some local stores and we went Black Friday shopping. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, where did we go? The mall? Right?
Yeah.
The Braintree Mall?
Yeah, the Braintree Plaza.
Yeah, we would go there. I remember I just did some Christmas shopping usually, but it's usually a nice time. I mean, it gets colder out. Just going shopping with your friends. I mean,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's just a nice time to hang out.
Did you do any Black Friday shopping this year?
No, I didn't actually. No, just trying to save money at the moment. And Black Friday deals aren't like, I didn't see too many crazy ones. I mean, yeah, there were some decent ones, but like.
Yeah, it's like almost like stores are they're marking up the prices a few weeks beforehand, and then go like, oh my gosh, we got this big sale, and then it's like going on sale, and it's like actually like $3 less than it was before.
Yeah. Like I actually know, I've seen videos of like Target just straight up lying about their Black Friday deals, and like they put a sign over like you know how they have the I don't know what you call it, but like the paper things that say the price. And it's like, oh wow, Black Friday deal, this, and it's like a previous price crossed off. You just lift up the original price is just on the back, and it's the same exact price. I just found that kind of funny. But,
That's funny.
Yeah, I feel like there's not usually any crazy Black Friday rushes anymore. I mean, I know you did a little bit of shopping.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell if there was like a big rush, but.
Not really. There's a lot of people, but it was not as packed as it was like the prior years. Probably had to do like with COVID. Just COVID killed it all. But
that makes sense.
I went to the plaza. There was not that much at all. I went some holiday shopping for my family, got some decent deals. And then I went into Boston, Newberry Street. Obviously, not much there. It's just like window shopping at that point, like, ooh, that looks cool. Can't really afford that, but I might come back later when I have the money. And I'm also saving up too. So it wasn't a lot of spending. I just bought like 2 things for family members.
Yeah.
But
that's Black Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, not much anymore. You want to spin the wheel?
Sure. Let's move away from Black Friday.
Yeah. Holiday traditions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You want to get started us off?
Sure. I mean, we would have like the obvious setting up the tree, putting the tree up. We don't do anything too different than other people. We just kind of do the standard stuff. Like we'll watch Christmas movies, make gingerbread houses. I actually think we're doing that today, come to think about it.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, same. I usually go over to my grandparents' house. Like we have the morning of, wait, no, I'm trying to remember it. It like always changes every once in a while, but I remember when I was younger, I used to go to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, go back to my house, and then wake up morning, be at my house. Then we always go to my grandparents' house, and then we just like have like immediate family memories, like my aunt, my uncle, go there. Tree.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was younger, I think there's a few times like around the holiday season, I used to go to Eatonville Railroad up in Carver.
Okay.
That's always fun. I actually kind of want to go back this year. I was there last year because it was the grand reopening of it. It was closed for a few years, wasn't it?
I don't recall, but I wouldn't not believe you.
Because like I remember last year, I remember reading something, going like, oh my gosh, it's reopening. That's sick. But I forget
That is cool.
when it was. But
You ever go to La Salette?
oh yeah, I forgot about that. La Salette. La Salette's sick.
Yeah, I know it's very like religion themed, but it is just nice seeing all the lights, even if you aren't a part of any religion.
Yeah.
So pretty place.
It is cool. Other than that, I don't really think of any traditions.
Yeah,
Maybe we should have thought these out more.
it's whatever.
You want me to spin it?
Sure.
All right. So if we get one of the ones we actually planned for.
Like trivia? Oh, that's not trivia.
We answered that one. No, we did the Rank and Boss one, not the actual Christmas movie one.
Yeah, no.
All right. Favorite Christmas movie? I think we're gonna have like the same answer for this one.
Yep.
Really can't go wrong. Grinch.
The Grinch. Yeah.
Oh wait, actually,
Except for Scrooge. Why am I forgetting the name of the actual movie?
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I was
oh
just
my God.
I was just gonna say, Muppets Christmas Carol. Love that movie.
Oh, I'm a big fan of like the Disney Christmas Carol.
Oh, that one's good
Like,
too.
But I do like the Muppets one. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. It's got some pretty good musical numbers like Marley and Marley.
But yep, you can't go wrong. Classic Marley and Marley.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was in a GameStop a few weeks back, and I saw like a pop figure of just Marley and Marley. I was like,
Seems like a valid buy.
I didn't buy it.
Oh,
I don't think I want him. I don't really like pop figures that much anymore.
yeah.
But I thought it was just funny because it was like, oh yeah, that movie exists. That's cool. So I got those two and the Grinch. And then like a lot of the Rank and Boss films were also kind of my favorites. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
We got a lot of goodies. A lot of oldies but goodies.
oldies but goodies. Yeah. You want to spin the wheel since we honestly covered that?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of brought it up talking about the music, but yeah, let's spin it again. Spin again.
spigot, spinnigan, spigot, spigot. Whoa!
We didn't get this yet.
We didn't. Scrooge versus Grinch.
Okay. Now, do we want to talk about more so what they have in common, or like which one went through like more of a heartfelt recovery? Like, whose comeback do you think was greater?
I think the Grinch's comeback was greater since he was overall a worse person, because like he stole everyone's toys.
That's true.
And then he gave them back, which like he technically didn't give anything since he just stole it and like, oh, I feel bad. Here you go.
Yeah.
But actually, I haven't thought about this before.
It is an interesting comparison because Ebenezer Scrooge is obviously like a more grounded and realistic version of like a Grinch character. But like the Grinch is like he's the Grinch.
He's the Grinch. I just realized because Ebenezer Scrooge, like at the end of the movie, didn't he like give money to like some kid, say like go buy like a turkey for your family or something?
Yeah.
And then like he hosted a family dinner, or like dinner, had like everyone over, and like that's where the scene with like him and Tiny Tim. So I guess technically Scrooge would have a better comeback.
The Grinch did kind of end with him at a big feast again too, where he cut the roast beef.
I feel like it had a weird name, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Like I'm trying to think of the line, but
I don't know, it'll come to us eventually.
I'm pretty sure it just said like roast beef.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
So yeah, he cut the roast beast.
The roast beast.
Yes,
That's what it
roast
was.
beast.
All right. Did you roll it last time or did I?
I think I did.
All right. So let's do one call this the last one.
Sure.
All right. Let's close it out with the holiday smash.
Yeah.
I swear if it's something.
I have a feeling I know what it. You passed it.
Hey!
There we go. Holiday trivia.
Holiday trivia.
Oh, good thing I landed on that. I was hoping that we get there.
Yeah, I know. What are the odds of that? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 1 in 12 chance. It's pretty cool.
All right. So I believe we actually have some questions planned.
All right. So for the holiday trivia, what we're doing is Chris has 3 questions. I have 3 questions. We do not know what those questions are, and we're gonna see who gets the best score. So,
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure, ask your questions.
All right, let me check. I got to find my notes app. Here we go. All right. In the dreidel song, what is the dreidel made out of?
Clay.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Dreidel, 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 a dreidel I will play. I have no idea what the lyrics are. Oopsies.
I will make it out of clay.
Yes. All right. Do you want to go next? We can go like
Sure.
alternating.
Let me grab my questions. Oh, that's a chocolate bar. Okay.
Oh. You
All
gonna
right.
get
All right. This is kind of a part of a song, but how long was the pole that the singer of the Grinch song mentioned he wouldn't touch the Grinch with?
that? Isn't it a 36.5-foot pole?
Oh, you're close. You get 2 more guesses.
2 more guesses? I'm close. I know it has a half in there.
You're right in the 30s.
30s. Is it 32?
No, you had to go higher than your original
Higher.
guess.
38?
No, it's 39.5-foot pole. Yeah, that's okay.
Dang it. So, you got 1, I got 0. All right. On the first night of Christmas, what was the true love's gift?
What is this from?
The song.
The song? On the first night of Christmas? Like,
On the first day of Christmas.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
a partridge in a pear tree.
That is correct. I originally had
The 5 golden rings?
because before this we're like guessing it. We're like giving options, and twice Chris guessed my questions and said them out somehow.
Just a guess, a shot in the dark.
Yeah. So do you want to go next?
Sure. In the SpongeBob Christmas special, what is SpongeBob's Christmas wish for Santa?
Oh, that's a toughie.
Or I don't know if it was for Santa, but he had a Christmas wish.
It was something for himself, right?
Not really.
I know like everyone else's wish, but I do not remember SpongeBob's. I'm really bad at this. What is it?
It's for Santa to visit Bikini Bottom. That's it.
Because that was the whole episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Santa's coming tonight.
Santa's coming tonight. All right, for my third question, on the same topic of the SpongeBob Christmas special, what was SpongeBob's gift to Squidward at the end of the episode?
Oh no. Was this before he went inside, like his house? Like, did he give Squidward something before, like, Squidward took the picture and he's like, Santa Claus?
I believe that was, I think it was right after that, I think.
Oh, was it a sweater?
Remember. It was not a sweater. I think you're thinking of the episode where, like, SpongeBob made Squidward a sweater out of his eyelashes and tears, I think. Maybe it's a different, I don't know. But the answer I was looking for was a wooden clarinet that, like, plays itself.
Yep.
And, like, little figures of Squidward pops out of it and plays, like, a song.
Yep, I remember that now. Dang,
and that's when, I think that's when the little Scrooge Grinch moment happens where he's like, what do I do? And then he becomes Santa and starts giving people everything in his house.
Mm.
What was it? Didn't he gave, like, a couch, I think some tongs.
He's giving everything away.
Yeah.
And then Santa came because he's like, oh.
Yeah, and there's like, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Yeah, he was
wiggling.
an interesting Santa.
Yeah.
All right. Now, time for my final question. It's another Grinch one.
Ooh.
And this is towards the end of the film.
2.
In the end of the Grinch, at the end of the Grinch, how strong is the Grinch stated to have grown towards the end?
His heart grew 3 sizes. Is that
yes. Right? You're correct. You're partly there, but like in terms of physical strength, it mentions because he's able to
lift it up.
There's a specific like form of measurement that they use that's like interesting.
I've not watched The Grinch in like 3 years, even though it's like one of my favorite Christmas films. I don't know.
It's measured in Grinches. If you could, so you need to get like the correct amount
of
Grinches.
Is it like 7 Grinches?
No.
100 Grinches? No. I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you?
How many Grunches is it?
It says the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches plus 2. So
dang.
12 Grinches in total of strength.
That's really cool. You should like add that to like a Grinch size chart. Like instead of like measuring stuff in like tons and stuff, you should just have Grunches.
They should add that.
Yeah, they should add that.
Agreed.
Well, you won. You got 2 out of 3 correct, and I lost, getting 0 out of 3 wrong. Oh wait, no, right. I failed. Okay, well. This is the holiday episode of the Mid Afternoon Show. It was a pleasure. Again, I am your co-host, Michael O'Leary, and that is your co-host, Chris Pinola.
Hello.
And happy holidays for whatever holiday you celebrate. If you do not celebrate any holidays, I hope you have a great New Year's, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Goodbye.